Speaking of Jimmy Garoppolo, before yesterday's game, it was reported that his recovery time is 3 months. It was all the rest of the season, and then 6 to 7 weeks he might come back, and now it's like 3 months, which seems to indicate he's not coming back to the 49ers. 3 months would mean he's 100% healthy just in time for free agency to start, and to me, that's a key timeline for him. He wanted there to be a market for him last year, a trade market, but there wasn't because he was injured. This year, he's determined to be healthy because he thinks he's shown enough in his career to be wanted, and this time he'll be a free agent. So to me, that's why he's not coming back to the 49ers this season. Maybe he could and play, less than 100% healthy and risk re-injury, but he's not going to do that for the 49ers. Now, if they want to give him an extension and give him the money he's looking for right now, that's a different story, but they're not going to do that. So I just don't see the financial incentive for him to ever play for the 49ers again, unless it's next year.
Yeah, I think at this point, Jimmy's going to want to wait until that next contract. He's not going to want to squeeze anything in there. And I don't know if the 49ers necessarily are going to want him back. If Brock Purdy continues to play at this level that he's playing right now, there's no way 49ers are going to give Jimmy Garoppolo an extension. And without that, I don't see him wanting to come back and risk injury for 1 or 2 games in the playoffs. So I think Jimmy is done. I think we saw the last of Jimmy Garoppolo on the 49ers. I don't think he's coming back next year. I don't think he's coming back this year.
Right, and I think maybe some Niner fans, I don't think anyone wants Jimmy to come back now because Brock's playing so well. But if you did, you'd be like, well, Jimmy wants to win that Super Bowl. And I don't know that Jimmy, it's a risk reward, right? You play one game. You'd be rusty. It'd be a playoff game. You might play well. And if you win a Super Bowl, it might increase your dollar value a little bit. If you don't play well, if you get hurt again, you have so much you can risk. And I think, again, from Jimmy's perspective, I think he thinks his resume is golden and that there's going to be that teams regret not trading for him last year, and that there's going to be some of those teams that were interested, maybe Carolina, Indianapolis, will come back to him, say they're sorry, give him a lot of money. I don't know. I feel like Brock Purdy tearing it up sort of shoots holes in Jimmy Garoppolo's resume. Like, what can you take ownership for on your resume that's not a team's accomplishment? What?
The thing that's working in Jimmy's favor, I guess, is they did not put him on IR yet, correct? So he's still not on IR, so it wouldn't require a spot to bring him back. But if they do bring him back, it's going to be in the very end, like if they make it to the NFC Championship game or the Super Bowl. And if they're in the NFC Championship game or the Super Bowl, that means Brock Purdy is playing good football. And why would you just go away from the hot hand and go back to Jimmy Garoppolo at that point?
Well, I'm sure the Niners will leave the door open because they go through quarterbacks like water.
Yeah.
And it's nice to have options. But to me, again, I'm saying I don't think Jimmy wants to do this. Some people would think, oh, he definitely wants to come back, play in this in a playoff game and prove himself. There's so much to lose. I don't think he would want to risk it. I don't think he should risk it. I don't think his agent will let him risk it. I think he's done.
I think he's done just from an injury standpoint, from a health standpoint. But I will say if Brock Purdy's injured and Josh Johnson kind of scrapes by and gets him through, or Brock Purdy gets injured in the playoffs and Jimmy is healthy, I think it's possible, but I think it's very unlikely, especially from just a medical standpoint. From everything we're hearing, I don't think he's going to be medically able to.
I just feel like he would become medically able to do it if the Niners gave him guaranteed money next year.
That's possible. Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. It's like, oh, I got no guaranteed money. You want me to go out there and risk everything? No.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not. No.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I think it's unlikely that we see Jimmy.
No.
Yeah.